Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have no idea where we have people joining us today from. I see Alejandra. I hope that's how you pronounce your name, and I am so happy to see you in today's Playdate. Today's is the most special one. All of them have been amazing for, I think, all participants, but today is especially special, especially great, especially important because it follows something that happened yesterday, which was very special. And I'm unusually festive, maybe inspired by yesterday's events. And as people come to the playground, I am going to start talking more and more about what happened yesterday, what's happening today. I'm very excited to see who we've got in the room today on the playground. We've got Alina from New York. She's a regular. I'm very happy to see her. Hi.
Hi, happy to see you too. I see you're already relaxing.
Well, you know what? I figured finally it's about time I start enjoying this because I initially came up with this concept for this experience really inspired by the need I felt during the pandemic to connect with people in a meaningful way because Zoom wasn't the easiest tool for people to experience like a real human connection. But I figured again, because of my creativity, because I find unusual ways to use tools, I found out some types of experiences that can actually create a very intimate environment for people. And you've been a part of some of these
Yeah.
in the past. Initially, when I started experimenting with some concepts just intuitively, I want to see who we've got in the room. Please, some of the people who are here today, unmute yourselves, join the conversation. I want to know where you're from, if you've been here before, if you're here for the first time. We've got some regulars and we've got some new people, which is always a lot of fun for me. We are moving along fast. We are going to get right into action very soon because I have planned today to be very flexible. Officially, we are supposed to be playing with food today, and I have prepared some supplies to make some edible art. I'm going to show you actually here what I've got while people are still gathering. I've got some lemons, some limes, some celery, because my partner has COVID and we've got a bunch of fruits. I don't. Tested twice, so strange. But that's what I have as supplies, as edible supplies. And I've got this transparent acrylic plate, which I have not used before. I was initially planning to use this to play with the Dremel that my dad got me. But this makes for an excellent canvas for edible art because it's transparent, and so you can place it on different backgrounds, and it's gonna be very, um, it's gonna be really nice to play with that. But also, I have recently been wildly excited about body art. As you can see, I've got already designs on my body, and this started yesterday because I was in a fashion show. Hi, Paula, good to see you. And I've also been extremely excited about playing with clothing. And I started making these jeans yesterday, upcycling them, got them for €5 from the second-hand shop near Noonan, and I am upcycling them and turning them into an art piece. So what I want to do today is that I want to feel the pulse of the group, and based on what people are into, that's how we're gonna do the play date, because I'm game for anything really, and I just want to see somebody who's courageous and wants to define the course of the play date. So let's see, is anyone gonna unmute themselves and dare to lead? This is a social experiment. I design experiences for people. And I have learned that it's sometimes important to make people uncomfortable because they need to be pushed out of their comfort zone to step into their zone of genius sometimes. And I say this because I only started making art. Welcome, Yana. I think we've been waiting for you, to be honest, because we need someone very courageous. Are you feeling courageous today?
Yep.
Excellent. That's the right answer. Okay, so here is what's happening. I am in a very playful mood today because yesterday I was a part of this celebration of International Women's Day in Eindhoven, where we basically used social fashion to start important conversations about subjects related to human rights and how they affect the quality of the life of women around the world. And we are making change happen, and we're using creative approaches to attract attention and catalyze, some change. And so I became my own canvas in many ways. And actually, Sunal, who was supposed to be here and is not here, she's one of the first students of the academy, and she drew on me the concept that we brainstormed together last week. So around my neck, you can actually see the all of the motifs that all of us came up with together. Everyone who was here last week, here she is. I am. She's gonna talk about her work. So now, welcome, honey. I don't know if she can hear us already, but this is starting to get kind of familiar already. So Yana, this is where we're at. Today, the play date was announced as self-care through creativity. Welcome, Sunal. Very good to see you. We'll get to you in a minute. Now it's Yana's time to play. So the date was announced as self-care through creativity, playing with food. So I've got my edible art supplies here, and I'm ready to make edible art and guide you guys and gals, no guys here, into doing your own edible art piece inspired by what's going on today in the room. However, I've recently been super excited about body art, as you can see on my face. And after last week, this kind of got naturally, organically into my fashion project, which we're going to talk about later. So I'm also excited about clothing upcycling. And I started making these jeans today. I bought them for €5 from a secondhand shop, and now I'm turning them into an art piece. They're called Painted Power, and they tell the story, and it's a whole thing. I'm excited about playing with textiles, and it's so easy, it blows my mind. I want to inspire people to turn their clothing into their canvas to tell their stories, because I'm literally gonna teach people my lessons from my ass. I'm gonna write the messages of Paint Power and all this in a creative way so that it attracts attention. So this is another type of creative language that everyone can explore through their own style, because everyone can come up with their own kind of motif to put on their clothes. You can put like some nice visuals on like jeans and a plain white t-shirt, and that's a great outfit, and it's a lot of fun too. So Yana, what would you like us to do today? How would you like me to lead the play date? In what direction do you want us to go? You designed the experience for everyone.
Maybe I need more information in
Okay,
in which sense.
ask me questions.
How are you?
I'm great. Today I'm in my zone. Probably I'm gonna drop because I've been on a very high wave, and when you're navigating bipolar and you're going through a lot of intense milestones, it's tricky, but I'm still riding out the wave, and I want to just capture that whole experience. So I'm game for anything you feel like doing.
I see. Yeah, I literally like an hour ago, I sent away my friends. They left for I had a visit from my friends, and we had a cooking class today with them, doing banica. So this was a kind of a special experience. That's what I'm doing, and in this case, it was a visit from a friend who, like, we are really close. And she's been repeating to me, like, I wanna have one of your cooking classes. I wanna learn how to make banica. So that's what we were doing today.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Are you still in the food space? Do you want to continue playing with food, or do you want to switch to another medium?
I want to go back to drawing again because it's like this is my
Good.
drawing time. That's
Good.
how I have it
Good.
in my mind preset, to be honest.
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
I
That
don't
is
mind for the rest to do
no,
that. So
no. Okay, so let's put it this way. Everyone is free to do whatever.
I
The
can't
play
hear you. Sorry,
the
can you repeat?
everyone is free to do whatever. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes, officially we announced this as a playing with food experience. However, you don't need to do that because the idea of the play dates is to create and connect and play and learn. So the theme of today is fears and dreams. So we can do whatever on that subject. You can draw. You can, if you are prepared to do food, do food. I personally am gonna keep drawing on my jeans because I am so much into that. So the rest of today, which is 50 minutes, I'm gonna spend working on the jeans here with you, ladies, and we are gonna capture the experience in whatever canvas we've got. And the theme is fears and dreams. I actually had prepared a slide deck which had completely different slides, and I was going to show you edible art things. But this is the whole point of these experiences. We show up however we are, and we just go with the flow and run with it. And because you were the only courageous person who chose to take the lead, you defined the theme of this experience.
Okay.
Are the rest good with that turnout? So now, how do you feel about that?
Could you repeat the question?
How do you feel about the idea that today we will be just drawing whatever everyone has prepared on the theme of fears and dreams?
Yeah, that's a good idea because
Okay.
everybody has the freedom to choose their medium.
Yep,
And
exactly.
it's great because the medium is a comfort space for everybody. And
Precisely, precisely.
definitely, like we all will definitely express better.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to hear what everyone. I just want to say before I continue, Iskra, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm going to recap in just a moment. Basically, we have the theme of today is fears and dreams. We were initially supposed to play with food, but Jana, as the designer of today's experience, appointed by me, she chose that today we're just going to be drawing because people seem to be into drawing for these play dates. So today we're drawing on the theme of fears and dreams, and I'm asking around how people feel about this theme. Let's see, do we have inspiration already? Do people have ideas what they would like to visualize? I want to actually hear from Alejandra if she would like to join the conversation because I've wanted to meet her since the beginning and she hasn't had the chance to join. She's here today and I'm very happy to talk to her if she can. Everyone else, start doing your thing on dreams and fears. Alejandra, is it Alejandra? We can't hear you. No, mute. Is it just me? No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Still no. No, that's interesting. What is going on? All right, while we are trying to figure it out, Alina, just quickly to you, how do you feel about the theme? Is it resonating?
All the time. Sure, sounds good.
Right, nice.
Everybody always has fears and dreams, and we have to keep going.
It's so relatable. It's so universal. I like it. Nice. I don't know. It came organically. I'm super happy. Alejandro, do you have voice now? No. No. This is very strange. Yes, but yes. Well, let's do it this way. Send me a love message via the chat, and people start playing with whatever you have prepared. Can actually somebody, I want to hear what supplies we've got today in the house. What are you drawing with? I see Sonali is drawing on the iPad. Are you playing with Procreate? Nice.
Are you talking to me? Oh, you're speaking to Sunal. Sorry.
No, please join. Yes. What are you drawing
I
with? 'Cause
really
I can see
wanted
you.
to use my iPad, but it's been playing nasty tricks. I mean, it dies as soon as it reaches like 70% of its battery.
That's annoying. What are you drawing with
Yeah.
today?
I don't know. I just came and sat, so I have some recycled paper in front of me and some, I don't know, the closest thing that I see is pens, ink pens,
Dope.
and
Dope. Dope. Can you make like what kind of paper do you have? Are you feeling three?
It's a craft paper, actually. I think that I got this one. This particular one is, I don't know. It's just a plain pad, but I'll send you a picture later.
Can you do 3D stuff?
Sorry?
Can you do 3D stuff with it, like some sort of paper sculpture to visualize a fear
I
or
have
whatever?
no idea. I have
'Cause
no
this is the
idea. I've
first-
never tried that.
This is the first thing that popped in my head, you know, when you were speaking about the supplies. Because for me, like I was trying to set up the space so that it looks nice and neat, but my supplies are in the corner over there, and I've got all kinds of crap. It's so great because I'm like I'm literally like a child, and I'm just in different moods. And some days I just wake up and I feel like drawing on textiles. And recently it's been a lot of that, you know, around the whole dress thing. And then other times I just want to doodle on like paper with like a bunch of like 3 colors or something. And I kind of respect my creative flow, and it's super fun because you capture your spirit in your signature. And it's I don't know, it's a lot of fun for me. I'm a creative nerd, I guess. So I'm just looking for people who are kind of like that.
I hear you, and it's because I just finished tidying up my space here. I tried because it's an office slash creative space slash den and my personal escape room from everything else.
Pictures,
So
please. I want to see pictures. I don't have a space like that. I have a corner like that, but it's not the same.
yeah, so I have a huge crate with acrylic paint. I have boxes with everything that you can think of. Some for lino cutting, for lino print. I have
Wow.
clay. I have, I don't know what, wood burning stuff.
We should
Wood
play when I
carving.
come to Sofia. We should play when I come. We should do something.
Yeah. I don't know. The problem is that I don't have a space for the wood carving things. It's not a good idea to try it at home.
No.
Yeah. But I'll go on mute now because I'm really talkative today.
No, I loved it. I loved it. It was really great. That's honestly, this is my third play date, and I'm finally kind of feeling the right vibe of the flow of this thing that I want to do. Because initially I knew what I wanted to accomplish, but I didn't know how I wanted to get there. And I was just trying too hard to make this into like a professional Zoom whatever event. And I know people are sick and tired of that, and that's exactly the last thing they want on a Sunday evening. And so I'm finally kind of feeling this flow of relaxed creative energy where I'm just honoring whatever the vibe of the groove is. And I liked hearing from people how they feel about that. So I want to hear from someone else. Do we have someone who, Alejandra, do we have what happened? Are we gonna be able to hear you tonight? I'm very happy that you're here one way or another. I would just be super happy to see what you create. And please, this is to everyone. Please take pictures of what you do and yourselves, because I need footage to put the word out there for the Academy, because I am fundraising currently. I've bootstrapped this thing for as long as I can remember. This is the result of like a 13-year-long creative evolution and a lot of shit. Some of the people who are here know my backstory. And it's wild. So now when I told her yesterday that I had a whole other life in the food space, her jaw dropped. And in Bulgaria, people know me as the cooking lady, because that's a whole separate thing that I do. And now I do fashion, apparently, and I draw myself, and people are excited about that. Yesterday was interesting. So now, do you want to talk about yesterday? I think it's appropriate.
Yeah, yesterday we had a very nice show at the Park Theatre. It was on the occasion of Women's Day, as I think we had discussed in the previous session. Um and the creativity, it was lovely to see all the creative outcomes of various groups, just like me and Sophie. There were other, I think there were 15 more uniques, which were quite unique. So that
It
was
was
fun to watch.
a proper fashion show. It was an actual
It
proper
was, it
fashion
was.
show. And I
Yes, yes, it
honestly,
was a,
it was a
yeah,
spectacle. Like it was like a proper thing. It was the venue was super fancy, which I love. I've loved this venue since the first time I came here, and I couldn't go because it was the pandemic and it wasn't open. And I was hanging out and exercising in the park. And yesterday I was in a fashion show in that same place, which is wild because I'm not into fashion and I don't feel comfortable in my body. And somehow I ended up doing this thing, and I loved it so much, and I felt so comfortable and so empowered because I was like, my dress, I'm looking at my dress right now, and I was wearing literally my life story, my poems, my pain. Like, it was just full vulnerability. And Sonai, who is one of the first students of the academy, drew on my neck a concept that some of us came up with last week. So this is like Netflix material. Honestly, I keep joking with people, but seriously, you are a part of this thing, and your like thoughts and ideas are on my body with Hannah. And this is what I'm sorry, I'm just getting so excited. This is what Sonal did as her final project of the course. Because initially, when we started the Creative Play Adventure in the beginning, I promised that by the end, you will be able to come up with your own unique creative ritual that you can practice easily, and it feels like self-care, and it requires little time and effort. And I said it's going to be unique for everyone. You're going to find out what your own thing is. And this is precisely what happened. She did that. Do you want to say what happened? Tell the backstory of what I have around my neck. Describe the
yeah,
experience.
yeah. So as we had discussed in the last, in the previous meeting, I included the roses and locks and keys in the artwork. So I first drew it on my iPad, and here is the design which we drew.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was not very easy at first, because I, being a designer, I usually work with my iPad or I work with paper. So that is where I express my thoughts and my basically my concepts usually. But Hedda was something different, and I was trying it after a long time, so it was scary also. But as I got into the process, I was introduced to a new medium, and which was amazing, which was a great experience. And for the hands, so this was planned for the neck. I did not have any ideas for the wrist or the arms. So we wrote a Sophie's poem on her hand. So it was the alphabets, and yeah, you were able to see it. And then there were bubbles, which were Sophie's style, which went on the dress. And yeah, we were preparing for it on what was the day? Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, we
It was
yeah, Sophie
scary
was
Dutch weather,
mhm,
scary, wild Dutch weather. And I
yeah,
found
yeah.
it
The
was the
weather was
wildest.
very bad, yeah.
I found a sweet raincoat on the street when I was biking to Sunau, and I just put it on because it was wild weather. It was wind. It was just like raining cats and dogs and all kinds of animals. It was disgusting. But that session, and here is where I speak, because let me tell you, if you like massages, if you have a sensitive body, if you enjoy your back being touched, if you like get goosebumps, feeling something nice and gentle scratch your skin lightly is so stimulating, so relaxing, so soothing, so therapeutic, so cathartic. I cannot explain the feeling of like just my body went into this. It was in like I was in a cloud. And as she was doing the bubbles on my finger, on my index finger, I kid you not, my entire ass was like on goosebumps. I don't know what we did accidentally, what we kind of came across, but that experience felt like self-care by all accounts. And this is something that can be a thing because people pay for massages and they go and somebody touches them and then they leave and there's nothing. But if they go to a session like that and somebody draws with henna on them, they have a gorgeous, unique body art accessory piece, like piece of jewelry, and they are stimulated. Let me tell you, for people with busy brains, anxious minds, restless minds who can't leave their phone, I was not that person for a long time. I'm that person again because I'm building this thing. What Sunal did on me, I completely went offline and I was present and it was insanely great. So that's my testimonial.
Yes, and that is something that was initially forced by the art because you could not move your neck.
Yes.
So Anna was bed for quite a while, so she had to lay still. And I guess just as being forced into a creative process initially like has great results for you because you actually start enjoying the process. I think it was the same way with henna because firstly it's cold, the material is cold, and it really calms you down. It's like a chamomile tea, so it just relaxes you down. And yeah, and because it is wet and you have to wait till it dries, you have to stay still, which is great. It is really therapeutic.
It forces you into the present moment like a motherfucker, because if you move too fast or you get distracted or you squeeze too hard, you fuck it up. You fuck it up. And she saw that. And she had to, and here is what we did. This is where I teach the principles of creative empowerment, because when there is a mistake, what do we do, Sonal?
We messed up a rose because the rose was quite hard to draw. But then we just repeated the mistake, the wrong rose on the other side to make it symmetrical. And then we drew Sophie's logo on it, which was quite easy. It was versatile. So it was easy, but it looked even. It looked like a design in the end.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. This is one of the main principles that I teach, because honestly, everything started with me not having a sense of smell. And that's a super strange problem to have. It's very odd. But this has empowered me in a very strange way to start engaging with food very unusually, which led me to a whole range of like crazy creative discoveries and my own teaching, like cooking style and all this stuff. So that's where everything started for me, you know, in the it's not a bug, it's a feature kind of domain, because many things you can actually reframe. And if you change your attitude toward them, you can use them in a very strategic way. Do we have people who kind of resonate with that?
Absolutely. It's always I pick up the ballpoint pen on very intentionally, because it's a tool that you cannot go back with it. But it's, on the other hand, it makes you more present, more into what you're doing. But even if you don't, if you mess things up, I don't know, it's a creative process. Something interesting will come up, and I think that again, we have to overcome our fear of making mistakes, because if Sophie, I know that you've worked with kids, but if you have looked at them, they have absolutely no fear of making mistakes. And this is the most amazing thing, because that's how you can make something completely different, completely new, that's your own. and it adds that human touch.
Yes,
Because
yes,
now
yes.
with everything, with all the artificial intelligence software, blah blah blah, people can create insane things in just minutes.
Like this.
So, yeah.
But this is where it gets interesting. Everyone has a fingerprint. Every
Exactly.
single person can have their unique, unrepeatable, creative style, language. It's completely replicable. It's just you packaged in something. And when it comes to kids, I had the pleasure of, thanks to Yana here, lead a 3-month workshop at the English American Academy in Sofia, which is pretty much the most prestigious school in Bulgaria, Yana, right? Basically. Yeah, I led a 3-month workshop called Food and Fun, where I had kids between 7 and 12 years old from, I think, 8 countries. And I taught them to engage with food beyond eating. We literally did the same thing. We did edible art, but I would assign them the topic of courage, and they would have to draw some sort of courage story about courage, somewhere where they were brave. And they started sharing these amazing things, and oh my God, these kids were so creative, insanely creative, and naughty, like very cutely naughty. You can see that raw curiosity. Let me tell you, when you have a cucumber and a carrot and a very, very, very curious young boy about to hit puberty, that kid is gonna find a way to take that carrot all the way through that cucumber and make his own whatever. But it's just open-ended process that is designed to not have an end goal.
I completely agree with you.
And this is where amazing innovations are possible, because you secure the space for them to happen. Because otherwise, when it's too restricted, you can only reach a predefined outcome. But if you open up the process, this is how you can reach destinations that are virgin still, basically. How are we doing? We are 30 minutes in already, playing with stuff, creative stuff on the theme of fears and dreams. Does anyone want to talk about what's going on now?
I have no idea what's going on my sheet. Actually.
That's good. I love it. I want to see pictures. Alina, how are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm basically, of course, drawing myself. That's what.
There you go. There you go. People
Almost
keep up.
done.
Oh,
It's kind of like
yes.
a superwoman.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Dope. I love it. Love it so much.
Thanks.
I wanna make an album with everything you have all drawn in the course. That would be just incredible, with like the different themes of each playdate. And what I'm envisioning at this point is that I'm gonna do these recurrently, like play dates on different themes, and people just show up with whatever, and we do our thing, and then we make like a huge portfolio of creative what is that? I don't even know. Fireworks, basically, because that's like capturing stuff in the moment. This is snapshots of all of your inner landscapes right now. Thinking about your fears on March 12th, 2023, which probably on September 6th, 2037 is gonna be different. So this is kind of like a time machine. And I'm gonna be doing these, and I don't even know where it's gonna go, but I envision fun stuff for this format. Yana, how's your process?
Give me a second. I'm looking for color.
All right.
I'll be back.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Paula, do you want to share? How are you feeling?
Hey.
Hi. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining.
Yes. I want to share something I discovered.
Yes, do that. What is this?
Because yeah, well, I know I'm not a person who is playing with beers, and I was never like that. But already 2 years having this beer, and my child has also a rabbit.
All right.
He has a rabbit and he has beer. But I discovered that they were naked.
This is very interesting. I don't even know how to react. I have to say I was not prepared for this, but I am very happy that you shared. This is I'm going to remember that.
They were all the time naked, 2 years. And I have clothes of my child from when he was just born. And I don't know exactly what to do with these clothes for 2 years. And I took that one of these things from him. You know, can you see it?
It was the onesie, or what was it?
It's clothes on the beer. And I painted. I painted with this, like this, and behind also.
Yes, let me spotlight you.
And yeah, and absolutely shocked because exactly all those toys, the most important for my child, because he cannot sleep without them.
Yeah, yeah.
He has to go to if he goes to a group, he wants to take with him. If we go out to some strange place, he has to go with them. And after 2 years, I understand that they were all naked.
Yes, that's for many children. That's an interesting revelation when they figure that everyone from the cartoons actually are naked. I mean, it is a strange thing.
Yes, no, the rabbit has now clothes and the beard.
That's well, I am very happy that you are this course is inspiring you in that particular way in that moment in your life. That's a lot of fun. I'm very happy. It's this is a great illustration how versatile the experience is for everyone. It's basically design your own adventure as you go through creative play. Jana, are you ready to talk?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Yeah, I wasn't really sure how I want to do it today, but when you said fear and dreams, and it's one thing for me, it's both. My biggest fear and my biggest dream is one thing. So I drew this. There's no head here.
Oh,
It's not because I killed her. It's because I started drawing from the middle, and then it's just that's how it opened up, like how it ended up. But it could be like this. So I'm not sure. It could be my face there.
Did you how long did that take you?
I don't know, like 15 minutes.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Do you want to play a little bit? You know, you want to know how my brain works?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you enjoy doing a series of these?
A series of these?
Yeah. Like very the hairstyle, very the background, like the shape of the, not a circle, can be a triangle, very the apron and the thing can be Bulgarian, typical national Bulgarian things, whatever. Just kind of create a series so that imagine like a bunch of t-shirts with different logos like this. This can become like your own thing, your signature recognizable. It is such like it's that type of thing. It's very super unique and it's very versatile. It can be diversified, and it can go like can be a good print on shit, I think. And it's very,
Yeah.
it can be like for a social media posts, the way you put it under your head like this, people can do that and redo that. This is
Yeah.
genius. This is genius. This is brilliant. I'm so proud of you. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, this basically represents, this is the sun. I guess it's
Do you have everything that you drew from?
yellow. I don't know if you can see that.
This is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Thanks. So yeah, my biggest dream is actually developing what I do on my side. And my biggest fear is failing, not in a sense of I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not gonna manage to do it, but it's more related to my fear of me losing not my power, but my energy, the way that I'm doing it now, to lose my sparkle in what I
Yeah,
do. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. You know, I've been there,
yeah,
and you know, I lost it once.
yeah.
And this was a part, it's very relatable. Like you and I have a very interesting relationship. It's super weird. You knew of me when I was doing my old thing, and you reached out and you knew me because you were reading my stuff. And you like the way you create through different media is very similar to the way I create. It's so funny. People can have in common, even if they do different things, just because they do different things the same way. And this is what I appreciate about you. And I see your profile is so rich, and I know this is very difficult and painful because it took me, I'm gonna be 34 in a few months. It took me however the fuck it took me to figure out
Yeah.
what I'm doing, because I started in the food space. I was playing with food, and a whole country convinced me that I'm a cooking lady. And I got to the point where I wanted to die because I didn't feel like the cooking lady, but everyone was telling me that I'm the cooking lady, and I didn't know what to do with my life because I felt hopeless. It was
Yeah.
so scary. And then I realized I am not the cooking lady. It's not about that. It's a whole other thing. You just don't see that. You do.
Yeah.
You do. People here do. Because this is like what you accomplish through creating is what people accomplish through exercise. You also accomplish it through that. So you know. It's like
Yeah.
some people accomplish it through playing a musical instrument. Some people accomplish it through, it doesn't matter. It's a context. It's a playground where you evolve.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for like you've always been like here to support me, and I appreciate that. So
It's my pleasure, and honestly, it makes me feel better because kind of like I feel like I can share something useful, even though this I hate, giving advice is a really bad idea. But sharing painful things as a context for people to learn how to think about their own shit, I think makes sense, because it's like if you can show someone what's ahead, they can prepare, basically.
yeah.
That's all, really. You can't avoid many things. Some difficulties you shouldn't, because they're there to shape you and guide you. Because, I ended up in fucking fashion. I did not plan for that. But this is now, for me, a channel to attract attention toward important subjects and tackle them in a very unusual way, which kind of puts me ahead of many people who would do that in a different way, which is very easy to ignore, which is what I did before through foods, and people ignored me. And I realized what my mistakes were at the time, and now I want to fix that. So I cannot wait to see where your evolution takes you, because it's gonna be great wherever it is. No, no sound. Are you muted? Maybe it's your internet. But in the meantime, how are we doing? Do we have people who want to show how far they've come? Alina, I want to see, did you add more things to your design?
No, not really, but I mean, I think I'm done. Like, that's just a picture of me basically being
I love it.
type of
It's
thing.
so nice. It's really, really nice.
Thanks.
And please take a picture of that and share it.
Sure.
I have been thinking about raincoats recently. And let me just share something while I'm talking about raincoats. Yeah, I've been thinking about raincoats, and you drawing that kind of pushes me into that direction. So now, see, magic keeps happening around me. We have this. This is beautiful. Is this the fear? This is genius.
It's kind of the fear, but it's also the never-ending challenge.
This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna draw this right now on the jeans. I want to have that as this is brilliant.
Because, yeah, being in a kind of a funnel with a dead end is kind of scary, but also it's, yeah. But also it's always an opportunity to break another wall.
Exactly. This is exactly right. It's you know, you witnessed. Hold on. I struggle to multitask. And I lost my thought. Anyway, that metaphor was just brilliant. I have felt in like exactly like that picture so many times. It's a great shortcut for that feeling, I would say. I'm super inspired by this. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
So now, how are you doing? How's your process?
So for the past few days, I've been working on a lot of things and juggling between a lot of things. So my dream currently is to like just sleep for a long time.
Yes.
So I just drew a cloud in here, and I am drawing dandelions on a cloud.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is brilliant also. Oh, please share a picture. I also want to have that. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I will also put it on the Facebook group.
Yes, please. I'll do that. This is becoming like symbolism. Honestly, you know what? I want to have a deck with the drawings of the students. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, wow. I'm very happy today turned out like this. Yana, good choice. What can I say? I'm really happy. I'm only sorry that Alejandra couldn't share. I wish we were able to connect to her also, because she's been active in the course, and I just by like basic interaction, I have felt very connected to her also. And I would like to finally talk to her, but apparently not today. But that's all right. I hope you've been able, Alejandra, and I hope it's Alejandra. I hope you've been able to kind of take from this experience, even though it's your first time. Paula, we have Paula wanting to share something. Yes.
Hi. Have you seen the link I sent you with the video?
Oh, yes. Let's see. I just saw that.
I was thinking that we could use some kind of music interesting and make a video of the scenes we made.
This is this is a nice idea. Is this a song that you sent me?
With this song, yeah.
Well, I don't know. There is a problem with the. I think I don't know, I can't load it right now, but I'm gonna look into that. This is an excellent idea, actually. We just have to figure we get something that's we can use it. It's not copyright protected, but that's such a good idea. I love it. I really love it. Really great. Thank you. How is your
Yeah.
process going tonight?
Me? Mine?
Yeah. Are you drawing
Uh,
anything?
I just take some moments to draw something on the clothes of my child. But
That's
if I
nice.
was writing something in the journaling, and it was like very strange because I was imagining something like progress, you know. I try to draw something about progress, but in the end, I end up drawing a flower who is just a little bit down than the other flower who was a little bit up in a hill.
Interesting, interesting. Well, it makes sense. Wherever the process takes you makes sense.
It was like that. It's like it was not a better flower, it just was another flower.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
was thinking that to be on the top of the hill would be like to be a fantastic flower, you know, big flower. But it was exactly the same flower, but just a little different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to mute you. I'm sorry, it's getting a little loud here. You have a good singer around you. I love it. I love it. Nice. We have a little less than 10 minutes to go. I have to say this process has been a lot of fun for me. I definitely did not plan for this. And I am already, I'm gonna show you something what I've just started doing actually. And this is what I love to do. I love to capture the moment and just incorporate the inspiration that I get from this experience into what I do. And this is going to turn into the drawing that we have in the chat over there. So that's going to be on my jeans, basically. I'm very happy about that. We got to start wrapping up. This has been really great for me in many ways. I want to hear some thoughts. How did you feel today? What was the overall experience of the people who've been here from the beginning? Give me some constructive criticism.
Today, what I liked is that we had a theme, a very specific theme. Last time it wasn't exactly like that. It was just whatever. So yeah, I like that. And maybe for the other sessions, it would be great if there is something like that. To set a micro expectation for each session in the beginning.
Yeah.
Or maybe you've done that. I want to apologize if you've done that in the emails, but I haven't read them. Yeah, it was a crazy week for me.
It makes perfect sense. Everything. So basically, at this point, what I'm doing is that I am setting these relatively wide so that I leave the group define kind of the actual experience, because this is the whole idea, to provide the playground and to have people show me what works for them, which is why I have left these open relatively. And only today, setting the theme like that felt very organic, and I'm very happy that I did it, because it kind of looks like this works for people regardless of what they're doing, which is my goal, really, to make it very customizable, very personalized, shared and intimate at the same time, like offered a buffet of opportunities, really.
Yeah. And another thing you you spoke about having routines, creative routines, and so on and so forth. But it will be also nice. I mean, I have my own routines that I think that they're pretty well established already for several years now. But maybe for people that make their first steps into the creative process, that will be really good to give small hints like, okay, do like 2-minute sketches. You don't need more to just
Exactly. Yeah.
to get your juices, creative juices flowing and everything. I don't
Yeah.
know if you're probably aware of that brain disruption theory. I
No,
used
not this one.
yeah, it's basically trying to push yourself for a couple of minutes, even in your daily life, even if you are having a 9 to 6 job or everything like it, just to make your brain think differently, because we all know that the brain is a real nasty bastard at times, and it tends to go the easy way, what it knows, what it's comfortable, what is convenient, and so on and so. But the brain disruption is, for example, you can grab the nearest object, which can be a fork that you just had dinner with, and just list like 5 purposes or 5 applications of that object that are not the ones that it was originally designed for.
Love it. I do love it so much. This is brilliant. This is kind of like, all right, I'm brushing my teeth. Let me just do that in the morning, like a push-up for my creativity. It's exactly that thing.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And it's so easy. It's an easy fix. It's a thing you can like engineer into your routine.
yeah, and maybe what I can advise people is, please take notes if something really crazy pops up in your mind. It tends to go away. I easily forget things, and then I'm really angry because I know that I had this really cool idea, and I cannot remember what it was. It's like the dreams that we have, and we say, okay, I'll remember this one, but
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
the time you had your coffee, it's all gone. So
I can only echo that. I am a compulsive documentarian, and I am honestly exhausted by trying to document all the ideas that come to me. And at this point, I have like my policy is to only pay attention to the ones that emerge over and over again, because on a daily basis, it's like I generate, especially, it's almost 20, but as someone who has bipolar disorder, I do tend to have wild ideas sometimes a lot, and many of them turn into great art, like what I did with like snake skin art. But I just, I know exactly what you're talking about,
yeah.
basically. Nice, nice. Thank you so much for being here today. It's been a really great experience. Can I ask you all to show to the camera what you worked on today? I want to take a screenshot and like use this as a picture for promoting this. Whoever it's comfortable for you to show, just to kind of like simulate a picture. Nice.
Let me just give me a second to turn on my lights.
Super nice.
So let's see what will happen here.
Nice. Thank you. Yay. Great. All right. We have picture now. We have a great Sunday experience yet again. Thank you for being a part of the creative play date dedicated to self-care. And thank you for creating on the theme of fears and dreams. I have a gorgeous symbol of a fear here on my jeans. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my wine. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully I will see you next week for a whole other creative, playful adventure. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.